HSBC is the most interesting bank. The Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, the romance of Hong Kong and London. Forget about the romance. This is a tough task ahead for HSBC.
Absolutely. Well, look, John's a great choice because he's a very disciplined and experienced banker. But as you say, I think HSBC's got a tough job. It's in 65 markets in the world. So the complexity of running this business...
Are they spread too thin?
I think they've been rational in pruning the network back. But I think actually focus is really what's critical in banking these days. And they need to make sure that they've got high market shares, really disciplined on cost, and also really adopt technology. And I think one of John's biggest challenges going forward is, really harnessing technology to get the efficiencies out and drive some growth.
The FT goes after Jess Staley 2-3 days ago at Barclays. We had a Bloomberg article on the challenges John Cryan's having with his board. What will be the HSBC distinction against Howard Davies' RBS, against Mr. Staley's Barclays, and these other banks scrambling beneath Fortress Diamond?
Well, look, HSBC has got one huge advantage over the domestic UK banks, is that it's globally diversified. It's enjoying the growth in Asia. It's enjoying US business at a time when the UK firms like RBS, Barclays are much more prone to the weakness in UK. And as we saw with the latest IMF report, UK's now gone to the bottom of the G7 in terms of growth. So I think that global platform really helps him. But you've got to be focused. And I think there's going to be a huge amount of discipline for him to push through.
Huw, help me out here. First of all, good morning. But when you look at HSBC, so you could say they have three main challenges, right? First is continuing this pivot to Asia. I think they said they'd invest about 100 billion in the Pearl River Delta region. Then they have technology. This probably means, getting at front, being more innovative, and actually cutting jobs. And then you could argue, actually, they need to increase the asset management unit. Out of those three, what is the biggest challenge for HSBC?
Well, I think in terms of the 10-year growth, I think it really is around technology. Many of the banks that I know are thinking about trimming 10 to 30% of their staff through harnessing technology, more productivity, getting closer to customers, and also being prepared for the threats coming from fintech companies. So I think on a long-term basis, technology is critical. I think in the near term, I think he needs to be really focused on the growth in Asia, because the reason people own HSBC is for that global growth.